Hey, my name is Jason freaking Jones. I've been training in Musado martial arts for 32 years. I've been teaching for 20. I've been fighting for the majority of that time. Took a little bit of a hiatus off of for fighting for the purposes of getting into the community. I've worked with at-risk children and worked with the homeless. I do a lot of family counseling and things like that. Recently, I've just got back into the fight world to help inspire some of these young men to the sport of MMA and show them that there's a great side to it. We had a really great gym sitting in Wadsworth, Ohio, and we moved the gym to Rittman, which is a struggling community. The drugs are really high. There's broken family dynamic is around here. We have a lot of kids that don't know mom or dad and have been raised by somebody else, and the parents that are involved are deal with crime and so it's a very difficult area. I have drugs sold right outside the gym by adults to children. There's murder here. It's very difficult. And so the MMA fight team decided they were going to move from their well-off gym here to Rittman, Ohio, and try to get active into these kids' lives and mentor them. We embrace the idea in this school that we only spend about 15 minutes in a cage. It's what we do outside of the cage that is really going to determine who we are as people. And so for us, we needed to get our hands actively involved into these children's lives to mentor and disciple them and to make a better future for them.
My name is Mariah Tibbs. I've been attending this program for about a month now, but I've known Jason for about a year. I started coming here to do the women's cardio class where we also learn self-defense. I really feel like this program is crucial to the community of Rittman. I've lived here for about 2 years now, and I constantly see kids on the streets that have nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. Rittman is a small town, tight-knit community with nothing to do for our youth. It's a bunch of older people and younger people with nothing to do. So I feel like this program is amazing because it gets kids off the street, gets them in here, gets them to set goals, make commitments, and get to go out and help the community in ways that they never would have thought before.
I'm Brett Spinelli. I'm 18, going on 19. I wrestle at Baldwin Wallace University, and I'm in the honors program there.
I'm Sean Brown. I'm from Lodi, Ohio. I've been in the fight game for probably about 4 years now.
Hi, my name is Brady House. I've been in the school for a year and a half now.
I'm Chad Henney. I've been fighting for about 4 years.
My name is Joe Finnerty. I've been training about a year and a half. I haven't had my first fight yet due to an injury. I'm fighting in a few weeks, but I've known Jason for this long, and we came up here to help these kids, and it's amazing like the change that you see between the first day they stepped in here and now. It's really phenomenal. I go to the University of Akron, so right now I'm mixing schoolwork and fighting.
We train Korean Musado. It's a very old traditional art that dates back to 57 BC. We are trying to do something unique by taking the traditional militant art of Musado and try to make it cage-friendly within the rules. And so it's been quite a transformation here, but we're having a lot of success, and the guys are doing well, and it's catching on. And I think the most important part about Musado is the discipline and the character development that is sit within the program. It is the most beneficial not only to the fighters but also to the children, and teaching them that they can become leaders in their communities even at a young age as we get them involved in the community service around here.
I've trained at a few different gyms, but I'd say once I came here, I stepped in here and I felt like instantly I was part of a family. It was like a brotherhood. It was hard to explain, and we all just, as soon as I stepped in here, I clicked with everyone in here, and it felt more just family, just everyone got along, and we just trained and worked real hard. It just was an aspect I wasn't used to quite as much. Usually you see a lot of tough guys, everybody trying to prove themselves, but here it's just people kind of working together and just trying to make each other better. And I felt like there's brothers in here instead of just guys trying to beat up on each other.
I think from an MMA aspect of it, it's really, really different from other gyms. There's not like a bunch of tough guys in here beating up other tough guys and turning them into tough guys. I don't know, it's just like he really teaches you kind of what you need to know, and I mean, as far as fighting goes, and then what you need to know is being a person is just a lot different than any other MMA environment usually is. It's more family oriented, I think.
A lot of the mentoring that the fight team does with these guys is sitting down and discussing relations. That's huge for us. And so we try to get the children then to meet out to the elderly in town. We have some upcoming outreaches such as raking leaves and things like that, starting simple in the town. But our next big one after that is cleaning up the parks this spring. We would like to try to get them painted, fixed up a little bit, and try to just get some awareness to the area that just a community watch in general can help fix up little things where parks, unfortunately around here, are a place where drugs are sold. And we'd like to attack the drug problem right at the heart. And I think simply by cleaning up the parks is going to be one of our biggest things.
In this school, I see a lot of chance for change in this area and in this community, because this, the Rittman, the town, has nothing for kids to do besides turn to drugs and crime.
It's a shame that this town has gone bad like this, and I remember being able to ride my bike without having to stop and talk to someone that's trying to sell me drugs.
Well, I choose to fight here, like we've been saying, because we're really helping out and we're making a change here, as well as Jason. He's just a phenomenal instructor. I mean, since the first time I've trained with him, I mean, I've just been going with him since, and we came here. And as far as the gym goes, we're not high class. We're not a ton of money here. What we have is we have the basics and hard work. And if you look, that's all you really need. Performance-wise, that comes from within, not from what's around you.
I've been to quite a few different MMA gyms. I like this place because of the coach. I mean, you're going to get the physical conditioning at any gym you go to, but as far as like fighting and stuff goes, he's probably one of the best guys I've ever talked to for the mental part of being in there and having yourself ready and being efficient while you're in there. And then on top of that, he really does a lot for the people around him, and he really cares about the community and the well-being of where he lives and the people he's around and associated with.
I feel like there's a strong relationship with the kids here, especially being a little bit older, being 26 years old. There's a lot of younger guys here, and it's just some people just don't have that male type bond in their lives, and I just feel like training with them here, they just get something they really need in life and stay on the straight and narrow a little bit.
It's really nice to see progress in this school because we came from nothing. So being the captain of a program that started from nothing and has risen to all of this is amazing. And then as a captain, I like to see the people of the gym growing too. Not just the gym itself growing, but people growing to be functional human beings and really great men and women.
Community, it's lately has been having a hard time. I mean, I've lived here 4 times my entire life, and it hasn't been this bad as it is now. There's more drugs in this town, and this is just something for kids to do to stay off the streets and less likely to start abusing drugs.
Well, everything we do here is given back. One of the unique features to our gym is that all the fighters take sponsorship on collectively as a team. Nobody is allowed to take a sponsorship on individually. And each sponsorship is then completely given back to each of the children here in this community to make sure that their needs are provided for, and the gym is able to stay open and we're able to stay active in their life. We are so dependent upon sponsorships, and we are very thankful for the sponsors that we have, from Tony Kelly here in town and Casa del Rio and the Balance of Life Clinic. Sponsors like that allow us to be able to take those their donations and get them to those children. But we do something unique with it. Each sponsorship that is given to the children to be able to participate in our program is not given away necessarily free. For the children to participate in the program, they have to keep their attendance up here at least 90%, as well as they need to subject their grades to us at school to make sure that we're able to access them and make sure that they're really achieving in school. And in addition to that, the children have to be active in our community service and outreaches that we do to teach them to how to be leaders. In our school, we're huge about accountability. And if they have the ability to get something free and walk away with no accountability, there'll never be growth. And so for us, we insist that they're held accountable not only by myself as the chief instructor here, and not only by the other instructors, but the mentor that is appointed to that child as well. I want to thank my fighters. They put up with a lot here. My fighters could be at other gyms. Many of them left other gyms, not because there was anything wrong with the gym, but they wanted to get active with their hands in a community. And I'm so appreciative of that. We would not be able to do what we do without these young men. They really are a breed of their own, and they're fun to be around. They work hard, but most importantly, they inspire the youth, and they inspire me to continue to push myself as far as I possibly can do. So with that said, I really think, and I just love these young men.
This is a really great place, and I hope we get the funding and keep it open. It's doing good stuff.